The time has come for the quiz on The Empire Strikes Back, my favourite Star Wars movie, so I've been very, very much looking forward to this one. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. So as always, we're going to start with a brief explanation of the rules and just how it's going to work for any potential newcomers. If you've done one of my quizzes before, you can listen if you want, but feel free to skip forward. And for any newcomers here, I do want to remind you to subscribe before we get on with the rules, because I'm really trying to hit 5k. So, I'm going to give you 15 questions on The Empire Strikes Back, and you're going to get 10 seconds to answer each of them. For every question that you answer correctly within those 10 seconds, you get 1 point. If you have to pause, which you are allowed to do, and you still get it right, you get half a point. And no matter what you do, if you get the question wrong, you get 0 points. Unless I specify otherwise, like a question where I ask you to name multiple things and each one is worth like 0.25 points, say, it will always be 1 point per question. So, with that being said, I think it is time to begin the quiz with question number 1. What is the creature that captures Luke at the start of the movie that leads him to be like hanging upside down in the like cave? It is, of course, a Wampa, so that will be 1 point if you got that right and a half point if you had to pause, like I explained. Question number 2. What squad does the pilot that saves Han and Luke by finding them belong to? What squad does he belong to? The pilot is Rogue 2, meaning he belongs to the Rogue Squadron. And do you know why we never hear a Rogue One in the original trilogy? Well, that's because of the movie Rogue One itself. Obviously, we know the first member of the Rogue Squadron died on Scarif. Obviously, this wasn't planned in advance that they were going to make Rogue One all those years ago, but it's pretty cool that they linked it back. Anyway, question number 3. What is the name of the rebel base on Hoth? It is called Echo Base. Question number 4. What are these Imperial Walkers officially called? I will accept AT-AT or AT-AT. It's pronounced differently by most fans, but the Imperial Walkers are spelled AT-AT. Question number 5. What system does Force Ghost Obi-Wan tell Luke to go to? It is, of course, Dagobah, where we see Yoda and R2 have the most intense battle of all time. Question number 6. What are these 4 bounty hunters called? So 0.25 points for each. Going from left to right, we have Dengar, IG-88 or IG-88B, that's his official name, but he's more commonly known as IG-88, Boba Fett, and then Bossk. But which of them successfully finds Han Solo, which is obviously the job that Darth Vader hired them to do in the movie? Which one finds him? It is, of course, Boba Fett himself. Now, question number 8. What planet does Han visit and then is obviously tracked down by Boba and Vader? Now, the planet name is Bespin, and for those of you that got that one wrong, you might get this one right. What is the city name that they visit on Bespin? And that was obviously Cloud City. Those of you that got the one previous to it wrong, I suspect that you got this one right because you accidentally said Cloud City instead of Bespin. Question number 10. During their fight on Cloud City, what hand of Luke's does Vader end up cutting off? Luke is right-handed, so Luke held his lightsaber in his right hand, so when Vader disarmed him, he cut off his right hand. Now, what happens after this is this scene that I want you to finish the quote from.
No, I am your father.
Not true. That's impossible.
That was question 11, so I don't know if you got that one right. But question number 12, what is Han actually frozen in? Like, what is the substance that he gets frozen in? And the answer to that was carbonite. Han is frozen in carbonite, and that is where we see him at the start of Return of the Jedi. 13. Who senses Luke hanging from Cloud City and then goes back to get him? It is his sister Leia, as obviously she's the only Force sensitive out of who was on the Falcon, Chewie, Lando and herself. The penultimate question, question 14, what year was the movie released? It was 1980, and if you want to get specific, the 21st of May 1980. Will you like, subscribe and comment your score? I am of course looking for a yes, yes and a yes for that question, and that brings me and you to the end of the Empire Strikes Back quiz. 15 questions. Like I said, comment your score. It's kind of like a running theme. Everyone comments their score, everyone compares to see how well they did, fair enough against everyone else. Although it does not matter what your score really was, this is just for fun. It doesn't make you more or less of a fan of The Empire Strikes Back or Star Wars in general. Empire Strikes Back is my favourite movie. Yeah, this is one of the ones I've done the worst on, when trying to think of the answers to my own questions I've come up with. I think I did the best on Revenge of the Sith, which is my second favourite movie, but still. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this quiz. Thank you very, very much for 4.1k now. Like I've been trying to say, really going for 5k, so please do help me out. And yeah, thanks for watching. In a bit.